guess we're gonna do another one just to show you guys. Been crazy month. We haven't been able to record much. We've just been working a lot in the shop, and honestly it's been like 100 degrees in the shop, so I don't really feel like recording because I'm already dying, and I feel like I look stupid, like sweating my ass off while trying to record. So we just stopped recording. We got caught up on a bunch of work, and now we're basically ready to get back into working on our cars. So right now I have most of the parts for the blue version and the red FD. They already showed up, so I can start working on them again. And also new merch coming, dropping pretty soon. Mike, so what is this thing?
We went ahead and invested in, you guys know we built.
Hold on. You built the room.
Yeah, we built the whole ass room.
Mike built the whole ass room, but started painting the engine when lit.
Yeah. So we're investing into the engine part of the business. So we're gonna start building engines and supplying them to people and offering a balancing service. So we went ahead and bought the baddest balancer there is, and it literally
touchscreen. Look, it's touchscreen.
Touchscreen. It has everything. So
where I touch?
Right there, the red button. So
nice.
It literally tells you everything on how deep to go, the diameter of the drill bit. You can do whatever. So we ordered a machine to do from 2 all the way to 4 rotors. As you guys know, we're building a 4 rotor for ourselves. We have multiple 20Bs, so we just had to make sure we were available to do anything if we needed to. We balanced a couple assemblies like this one over here. So we just put the whole assembly in the machine, remove weight where needed to. And this assembly was actually like almost 50 grams off, and is the reason why the bearing spun on it.
So you're doing blueprint engines pretty much?
Pretty much we're building blueprint. So let me see where. So right now, this is what happens when an engine's not balanced. It'll squish the bearing and it'll spin it, but in this case it's got a lock.
But you put your signal on silent, right?
So it's got a bearing lock pin and it squished it because it's putting that much force. So with these motors, the engines. Yo, shut the fuck up. This is how off balance it was, 26 grams. So by
when you put your finger, it stops focusing.
By RPM, the imbalance gets worse and worse and worse. So when you look over here, it goes to 489, 4 pounds.
So if you get your engine done by Mike now, you can get one of these.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be autographed by Mike too.
Oh yeah, all dirty.
Yeah.
I don't know where I put the other one. But anyway, but this is after it was balanced. It went from 489 of imbalance to 4 pounds of imbalance at 10,000. So this is like the difference on between our competitors' engines and then our engines that sit on rev limiter for like 5-6 minutes and have no issues. So get your engine balanced. Even if you don't get the engine built by us, just get it balanced.
Yeah, help Mike pay for the machine.
Yeah, help me pay for this.
Yeah.
Now that we balanced the rotor, everything's in tolerance. Now we weight matched them. So both of these rotors weigh 4621. So we just used a little scale right here. 4621. $46.21, and it's already balanced. We removed the weight that we needed to get it in imbalance. And this assembly right here is replacing this one that a customer sent us. So he actually wanted us to balance these, but it's got a nice little dent right there. So this usually happens from detonation. So we're gonna be replacing his rotors with another set. So now that we have these rotors already balanced and weight matched, we have to get these bob weights, and then these are gonna replicate that weight of the rotor and the weight of the seals and oil. So I'm gonna get these weights set up, and then we'll show you guys the balancing. All right, so right now we got 0.5 grams on the front, which is where we want it, and we have to bring it down to under a gram on the rear. So once it's to pull that weight right here, and machine. Since I'm new in this, I only put the tip in and then work my way in. Almost there. A little bit more. Now it's under a gram, but we have like a tighter tolerance on this. So this one's a little bit more. And that should be it. Alright. So right now, this is the tolerance that we wanted, so it's already balanced the tolerance. So what we do is we save it, go over here, we print it, and I can show you a before and after of this assembly.
Damn, that's a slow ass printer.
Yeah, we need a laser printer.
Alright, we'll take a break and you guys know the sponsor of today's video.
This is from a 1999 printer, Lightspeed. Alright, so on this particular assembly, we have 24 grams off on the rear, 6 grams in the front, 6 grams off on the rear, which, as you see, the higher you rev it, the higher force in pounds pushing on the bearing. So this is where we used to be at, 450 pounds, and now we're at 13 pounds. Pretty much this engine is ready for our RPMs. Not gonna ever spin our bearings, never gonna have an issue. you know, it's gonna be really, really, really well done. Well, really, really well balanced. So right now we're just gonna package it up and ship it out. So if you guys are interested in the service, just let us know. We're gonna set up a website just for balancing of engines.
And a small proceed of those funds go to getting Mike haircuts periodically, so
Yeah.
you don't have to be looking like this all the time, right?
Yeah. And then the bigger part of it, we're gonna use for the drag cars.
Sick. So this thing's still here because we had issues with that surge tank he made himself at the event. So we told him we're not gonna tune the car unless he gets one of these. So we have to basically install this now, put the pumps in it, make your lines, mount it nicely, and then tune it. Now I'm gonna show you guys the car that I've been working on this whole time, and it literally came out stupid nice. So here it is. So what you're looking at has literally been like a month of fabrication, work on the car. I had to make my own turbo manifold, running for the wastegate, intercooler piping, and exhaust. I mean, it was hard to do. Everything's super tight because of the V mount, but we got it done. You can see the manifold is super nice. Took it into the block. Still have plenty of space here, so it's not gonna get close to the steering rack. Here, I might go up that way somehow, or just go to the bottom, because I have to not get too close to here. Just that's where the radial line is going to be, so I don't want to get too close to it. And as you can tell, exhaust is super high above the frame rails. So it's 4-inch. I had to throw little pie cuts, and it goes from 4, 3.5 oval, all the way to the back of the car, and then it goes back to 4-inch over here. And I had to make a new tip just because of the bumper he has kind of sticks out a lot. So I had to make this extendo tip on it, which looks pretty cool. And pretty nice mounts for the muffler. So this is basically all I've been doing the whole month. Just been working on this car. And now because of that, now I can actually work on my own shit because 20B stuff pays money. Also been doing this car that we're trying something new out on it. So you can tell turbo is upside down. So I'm doing a bottom mount manifold. See how it's gonna work out. It's basically it's a Pulsar turbo, so it's like a G series. I think it's like a G30 because it's a 3582 comparison. So we're putting that on it, V mount it, RC transmission. That's why they just so far back. I had to make a new mount. I don't know if you can see it down there. It's super long to move the engine this far back for the transmission to line up to the car. So it's an REW RC transmission into a 10th anniversary drift car. I mean, it looks pretty cool. We do have a lot of stuff from Chase basically still have to put in the car, but we're waiting on the brakes still. The brakes are getting powder coated. So I sent in the calipers to get powder coated, and they're already done. I have to go pick them up this weekend, and I can put everything back on, make brake lines, put everything together, do a whole video about the brake system in the car because it's really complex. Just everything I did on it. Like, it's not complex, but I rebuilt everything as far as the brake system in the car. And on this box, you can see we have a lot of materials. We have 3.5-inch pie cuts. We have a 2-inch T4 flange that fits perfectly into 2-inch runners. And we have somewhere here the flange, or it might be in the car. It's on the car. What is this? And then I have the bellow. I mean, I have everything to do the manifold. So I think, I'm not sure I'm gonna do it this weekend, but I'm probably gonna start working on it. Mock the turbo up. It's gonna mock the turbo up, do the manifold, do the downpipe. After that, basically, I'm almost done. But I might hold on after I do the brakes in the car because we have the last bit of parts for this car. So this thing all it needs is oil cores done, fuel lines ran, and plug wires, and it should run. This is the engine of the Black SC that got crashed, so it runs. All I did was extend the downpipe, do an quarter piping, and everything plugged in 100% the way it's supposed to be. Alright, so I need to get this car running because I've been pushing my truck a little bit too much. Been daily driving it 40 pounds, and I think the turbo might be going out on it, so I need to get these cars running because I can stop blowing up my other shit. This thing, not sure I'm gonna do it yet. It does have the engine and turbo kit out of the Red Rocket, and everything else is in here, but I just don't know what to do with this car yet. I'm gonna get this one running first, and this one I might just go in A and figure something else out for this setup. This thing got a little change, so we got rid of the headlights, put pop-ups back in it. We're just gonna make a sleepy eye, so it's gonna stand out about something like that. I'm not sure. Just gotta make it work. Gotta make it sleepy eyes, and a little part that I got for it, I gotta get for it. Tommy gave it to me. Is that carbon fiber hood? So I mean, so this thing is about to start getting worked on. So the transmission is in the way here, so I can put it together and start doing the headers on it. So we should be able to make some progress on the 20B car pretty soon. But this car needs to run already because these tires and these wheels need to go on that car, and I need to go drifting.